Good morning and welcome to today's issue of Tuesday Morning News. There are just a few items that we need to touch base on this week. I hope everyone enjoyed their break and had some downtime. I mailed the envelopes for December and January, so you should be receiving them shortly. Let's go ahead and go through them. In the month of December, there's only a few items that are going to be needed. You'll notice that in section 312, staff building parent capacity for professional development, it does say that this is optional. I would like to let you know that upon our first meeting with the State Department, they suggested that one parent meeting with your teachers a year just isn't enough to build capacity. Their suggestion is that at a minimum 4 times a year. However, this is not mandatory. So the second, third, and fourth building parent capacity workshops with your staff members will be optional. When we return in January, when we return in December, I will actually send out a PowerPoint on our next Tuesday talk with some ideas and a PowerPoint and a Q&A on the building staff capacity for those of you that are in need of some support in that. The next Tuesday meeting, I'll actually do that for you guys. So you'll have it before the end of December. Then secondly, in December, your Engage One Parent Resource Room video is due. Just please email me. We've received several already and they're great. So thank you for taking that challenge on and being able to do that. It is really helping with the time as far as me getting out to each one of the schools. And lastly, anything that you have to do for the monthly parent. I wanted to make a note that on the help desk, the workshop summary form and the 6 standard evaluation form is there. We do have several schools that are sending in monthly documentation without these 2 items. Please ensure that you include the workshop summary form and the 6 standard evaluation with your monthly meetings or any other meetings that you're having with your parents at your school. The next envelope is your January 2016. It sounds so odd to say 2016 already in November, but yes, January is right around the corner. And in January, we are asking that your teams actually have one time that they can meet between now and the end of January. My suggestion is that you all meet via Skype on a Tuesday. I'm actually going to be creating a Sign Up Genius, and I will send this out in the next couple of weeks. So be thinking about one of the Tuesdays, of course not our Tuesday talk day, but one of the Tuesdays where I think everybody has a team of about 6 to 8 people, where the 6 to 8 team members can get online on Skype and talk about those items on your poster. I'd like for us to have one opportunity to meet. The team will sign up for the same time on the Sign Up Genius, and I will actually Skype in during that time and have an opportunity just to meet with your team and hear how things are going and the ideas that you all have. And this will be a good opportunity for us to meet one-on-one. So for your team update, there will probably be some artifacts or something that we will have to share, and I would like for you to stick that in your January folders. And then the only other thing that we have for the month of January is your monthly parent meetings. And once again, make sure that you have your workshop summary form and your 6 standards evaluation form. In addition, inside of the envelopes that were mailed back to you, you will notice that there are some advertisements from the Chaining Bet Company. I received several emails about resources and things to help parents, and one of the places that several schools order from are the Chaining Bet Company. So if your campus would be interested in purchasing parent materials, please ask your bookkeeper for the request form. Your bookkeeper has a link to a form where any expenses that'll be paid for by Title I needs to be requested. When you open your form, it will go to your Title I consultant. The form title is Title I Request and Rationale. And when it comes down to the form, you should see your school's name in the drop-down menu. So you would choose your school's name, and then you'll proceed to fill out the form. You click that you're a parent liaison, and as you go through the form, it's going to ask you a few questions about the items that you're purchasing. Try to fill out the items to the best of your ability and get as close to the purchase price as necessary, and then your consultant will email you back of whether or not those items are Title I allowable. Um, and secondly, you want to ensure that anything that you're requesting is on your activities plan. Many of you have already sent your activities plans in, and the consultants and I will be going through these. And simply in this activities plan, you can see where they have the workshop, the description of the workshop, the building standard, the date, the time, and the cost. So what you would need to do under the workshop, if you're requesting materials, you would need to request supplemental support materials or parent involvement materials. And then you'll just want to make sure that you have how much it costs when you're doing that form. And that's really all that you need if you want to order items for parents to check out or items to gift to parents to help them build their capacity and to work with their students. In efforts to help us all determine what items would be allowable and what items are not allowable, our office has created a parent involvement kind of a usability of what's allowable and what's not. And I'll be attaching this document to the to your email when you receive this. So take a moment and look through. Each school received 45, 41 for the 15 school year. And here are some examples of allowable expenditures with meetings, workshops, conferences, equipment supplies, light refreshments, transportation, child care, communication, and staffing and partnerships. There are things that are not allowable, and here are just some other items. So take some time and read over these items because most of the things there are allowable, and make sure that they are on your activities plan, and that if you're requesting Title I to pay for something for your parents or your parent involvement room, that you are using the rationale request that we just showed. And lastly for today, on the November checklist, we ask that you would ensure that your website is up to date with all of the documentation. Please, please take a moment to make sure that each item is there on your website. That is your compacts, your policy, the district website link that I sent out, your designation letters, and any other items that you would like to host. Many of you are sending screenshots of those items, and I sincerely appreciate it. Today I actually received Griffin's. So when I received all of Griffin's screenshots, I was easily able to go to their website, and immediately I could see Title I. And so remember, we asked that it be no more than 2 clicks in. So I would click on Title I, and all of her information is there. So all of these items have actually been updated from the 2014-15 to the 2015-16 documents. They're there in English and Spanish. And sometimes we had to send a few of your items back. Maybe it was missing a date or a principal's signature. If that pertained to you and your campus, please make sure that the most recent item is actually on the website. Griffin did have to make some changes, but when I actually went back, they had the most recent changes there. During our state monitoring, we just really want to ensure that the most recent document is available, and the state does monitor the websites as well. If you need some support with that, just let me know and I'll work with you to get that taken care of. Okay, well, that's it for now. If you need me, as always, use the help desk and remember to engage our community one family at a time. Until next time.